You ever wonder what these people who believe in an ideology of fear are afraid of? They want you to cringe back into some vague, undescribed era from the past and say that people who are out to change America are out to destroy it. What's funny is people have been saying this since the United States came into existence, trying to cling to some era from before. They said this as why we needed to maintain slavery. They said this as why women should not gain access to the vote. They said this as to why only white immigrants should ever gain citizenship. They said this as to why Native Americans should not have the vote. They said this as to why segregation needed to be maintained. All of these and so many more. And the people who fought to end these things were each in turn demonized as they were out to destroy the fabric of the nation. Each of these institutions needed to be maintained and preserved to preserve the traditions and culture of and our values that made us uniquely American. Just pick your boogeyman, and they're out to destroy the values and tradition and cultures of America. But if you stop to think about it, the most unique thing about the United States is we really don't have such a thing as a traditional culture. Unless, of course, you're of the indigenous people of Americas. If you're not, whatever you are, you're new. Over the past 248 years, all of these voices who said we needed to cling to the past, slowly, every time, they lost. And we became a better nation as a result of it. And kicking and screaming, those people who said we needed to cling to the traditions of the past were dragged into the future. The future that said that the genocide of the Native American peoples needed to stop. The future that said slavery had to end. The future that said women should have rights. The future that said segregation had to end. And there was so much more, but all the while these people said we needed to cling to yesterday's traditions and yesterday's values. And every time they were always wrong. Every last time they got it wrong. Amongst the most popular boogeymen of today is the Muslim population. But why? In the United States history, there have been approximately 600,000 Americans who lost their lives directly as a result of combat, and another 500,000 indirectly. If you're going to pick a group of people to be scared of based upon a religious demographic, Americans need to be scared of Christians. It's not even close. The vast majority of Americans who've ever died as a result of war died at the hands of another Christian. It's not even close. The vast majority of Americans who've died in war died at the hands of people who believed in the same God, practiced the same holidays, and in some cases even spoke the same language. Only a matter of a few thousand have ever died at the hands of Muslim population, but they are the current popular boogeyman. It's so much easier than looking at people that look closer to yourself. Could it be that at the end of the day, this has always been about an elite power structure that manipulates the fear and prejudices of an ignorant population that wants desperately to feel that they're important and somehow superior, unique, and special? Nearly every atrocity that's ever been committed on this planet has been done by people who thought they were special, that thought they were chosen, that they were superior. You're not.